everyone, it's Lisa with the Budget Equestrian, and again we're in my tack room, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I've done to make basically homemade first aid kits for my horses. I have one horse that likes to get torn up pretty much on a consistent basis, so besides like baby proofing and horse proofing his pen and his stall, I found that it's a lot easier to be prepared and to have a first aid kit. I actually have several, and standing in front of one right now. This is a first aid kit that I made with an old DeWalt tool, like for a saw. Since I build horse jumps, I get the DeWalt saw that comes with the handy little carrying case, which I've never found any use for because I use the tools so much. So what I did was decide to repurpose it and turn it into basically a portable first aid kit for my horses, especially Ethan. So what I've done is have a lot of stuff in here that I can use like on the go. And in a moment's notice, if something happens in the middle of the night, you can pretty much grab this and go. Most important thing in this kit, in my opinion, is a headlamp. These are nice because you just put it on your head and then you have your hands free so you can work on whatever injury the horse has caused to himself. So I made it pretty by writing first aid kit on it, and it's not the most beautiful thing, but sitting up here in my tack room, everybody knows basically what it is and anybody can use it. My first aid kit, it's portable. I can take it to the stall or out to the pasture, wherever he is. The second part is I repurposed an old medicine cabinet that we had in our bathroom, and when we put in a new medicine cabinet, I really didn't want this to go to waste, so I put it out here in my tack room so then I can put different things that I need for my horses. So we've got all kinds of stuff. Wonder Dust is incredible if you have a bleeding wound that doesn't want to stop bleeding. Silvasorb gel is amazing for people and animals. Wound Coat, this is great. It's an antiseptic lotion for horses, cows, dogs. You can use it on anything. Hand sanitizer, this is for yourself. And then just Vetricin, liniment gel, different things that I use pretty much on a regular basis. But it serves its purpose pretty nice there, and it gives me space to keep all of my like first aid stuff, ointments, lotions, and things where I know where they're at all times. Up here, it also works nice because then I can use it as a shelf. Got my fly spray and everything ready to go. Another thing that I wanted to show you that I was able to repurpose was a piece of furniture that we had in our house. Again, I didn't really want to get rid of it, but we didn't want it in the house anymore. So it's got hooks on it where I hang up my horse boots. And then I actually got these. One time I ordered Smart Pack for the horses, and they came in these plastic bins. So once I stopped ordering Smart Pack, I still had the bins, and these work excellent for holding extra first aid supplies in. Most importantly, lots of vet wrap and cast padding and different size ace wrap, and lots of vet wrap and Coban, which is anything. It'll make like a compression dressing, and you don't have to use tape. But that being said, I do have different kinds of tape and bandage scissors and gloves down in here, so that way if I need it, again, it's easy access. Duct tape's in there. And then I can put like extra quilted leg wraps and stuff and old towels, because I use those a lot for like bathing or wound care, whatever. Then I have lots of extra stuff there. And then big thing of rolled cotton. And I kind of wanted to show you what I do keep in my first aid kit. Again, this is like my go-to kit. This is in case of an emergency. This is what I'm going to grab first. I showed you earlier the headlamp. Most amazing thing you can buy. I'm telling you, buy this. It's way better than a flashlight. Just they have rechargeable kind, or they have battery powered kind. These are a battery powered one, and then we also have a rechargeable one which we have in the house all the time. This just stays out here. So you want to check your batteries and make sure they're working. Has red flashing light. I don't know what you'd use that for, but there's my handy dandy homemade first aid kit from a repurposed saw container. And it folds all the way flat, which is very nice. Have some horse treats just in case. Let's say your horse is out in a pasture and you need to get to them. Sometimes that can help you get to them faster. Different size gauze dressings, an ABD pad. This will help if there's bleeding or there's a big wound or something. You can put this on it. It's really absorbent. I do have a stethoscope, so you can listen. I can listen to tummy sounds, so gut sounds, as well as checking heart rate. Different types of bandage shears. These are EMT shears. I think they're like $5 on Amazon. They work really good with the extra long tip here. So then this blade is actually shorter, so you don't have to worry that you're going to cut anything other than what the dressing or what you're trying to cut. Different types of cast padding. These are very helpful. Let's say if you had to do a leg wrap or something, you had a leg wound. These come in handy to give some bulk to keep the horse away from the dressing. This is Kerlix cling gauze. So this gauze is actually, I think, 4 yards long. Works great on different wounds. It's very absorbent as well. Hand sanitizer. So if you do have to end up working on your horse or something out in the barn, you can use hand sanitizer. Extra pair of scissors just in case. Digital thermometer. One thing, I have not used this yet, but one thing I think it's important to do is, this is a rectal thermometer, so you're going to want to put a piece of twine or something on this, so have a long loop on it so that if they suck it into their butt, you can get it back. Again, you want to check the batteries on these and make sure that they work, because if you don't need it, you're not going to think about it, but when you go to use it, you really need it and the batteries are dead, that's just going to take more time. Different rolls of tape, vet wrap, ace wrap, hoof pick and a hoof brush, gloves, a knife, a Lumishield. It's a protective barrier, so it's like a wound dressing coating. And then saline solution. You can use this in eyes, or if you just want to wash out, if there's a small wound you wanted to wash it out, see what they cut themselves on, you can use this. And like I said, I mean, you can get a lot of stuff in this little pack, and it was just something that I had lying around and I didn't really want it to go to waste, so I decided I would repurpose it and turn it into a first aid kit. I've actually used it several times and I've been very, very grateful that I had it. So if it's something that you don't have, I think it's a really, really good investment to make your own first aid kit for your horse, for your barn. It'll save you a lot of frustration and headache and heartache too, in case something happens. This way you're ready to go and you'll be prepared and you'll be able to help your horse in the event of an emergency. One thing else that I don't have here, but it's on the wall behind you, is you need to have easy access to a halter and a lead rope, because you got to be able to halter your horse. So you can either put it outside, you can just have it close by, so that way you can get to your horse as quick as possible. So I hope maybe you found something interesting in this video. Maybe you thought it might be time to build your own first aid kit for your barn or tack room. So until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day and have fun with your horses.